area to deepen the India-Brazil strategic partnership? What specific areas such as renewable energy, defense, or agriculture research do you see as the key priorities for the collaboration during this visit, and how can we see strengthening the ties between the two nations? First, on the visit, how do you look at it?
Yes, well, in a few hours I'm flying to Rio, my native city. Well, I think that this visit is taking place in unprecedented times of booming business relations. Just to give you one figure, in less than 2 years we had 72 missions business missions from Brazil to India, and I think 40 plus from India to Brazil, and all focusing on trade, investment, and technology. So the critical mass to boost the relation is there, and there is the political will also to keep that relation moving to another stage, another level. So we are really looking forward to a very good visit.
Talking about the BRICS summit, strengthening global South cooperation for inclusive, and Brazil as the host plan to leverage this summit to advance the priorities of the global South. And what do you envision for India under its upcoming BRICS chairmanship as well?
Well, Brazil and India have been traditionally coordinating, in multilateral fora, also in BRICS and IBSA. So since we have already always coordinated based on common values and to a larger extent also on common interests and also perceptions of the world, we see Brazil paving the way for a very good and excellent Indian BRICS presidency, at least as good and as brilliant as your G20 presidency.
Great. Moving on, the BRICS summit will discuss the use of national currencies in the trade. How does Brazil view India's stance on enhancing intra-BRIC trade, and what steps can be taken to boost the bilateral relationship between India and Brazil, since
No, you are saying we are just adding to my last answer. These business missions I have mentioned are already producing very tangible results. There is a number of recent announcements of Brazilian investments in India and Indian investments in Brazil. Here, Embraer has just arrived in India, establishing a full-fledged office in Aerocity. Embraco, a large Brazilian company of compressors, has announced a $120 million investment in Maharashtra. So these are two examples. And India, of course, your FDI stocks is larger than ours here. It's Mahindra, it's TCS, it's Bajaj, Hero MotoCorp, UPL, you name it. The boom is already happening. You see, and our leaders, when Honorable Prime Minister Modi was in Brazil for the G20, President Lula and Prime Minister Modi set a goal of achieving a $20 billion trade exchange. So I think this is going to be even more reinforced now.
Interesting. Yes. India has been vocal about the reforming the global governance as well, like global governance structures. Yeah. What is Brazil's perspective on aligning with India's to push for changes in the institution like the United Nations Security Council during the BRICS summit discussions? Because everybody has been talking about this. What's your take?
Yes, no, I think that we we are at one in pushing for the reform of the Security Council, of its membership, and also work methods of work. So that it will reflect the realities of multipolarity, the realities of having now big emerging countries accounting for a sizable part of world GDP. So I think this will be one of the Brazilian priorities for sure. And you have mentioned local currency in your previous question. Brazil is working also to offer a good option within BRICS of trade in local currencies, and also developing perhaps new payment platforms to offer a BRICS membership another option of doing business, expanding possibilities of doing business. This is not about aiming at de-dollarization. It's about offering other options.
Regarding the UPI, since you said about the digital payment, any collaborations we can expect in future as well? Digital payment or the digital stack of India has been quite talked about. So any collaboration we can expect?
Well, I think Brazil in this case has much to learn from India. Brazil has also put in place a payment like UPI, which is called PIX. But when it comes to digital government, I think India is more advanced than in Brazil, and we have